Hey, I am Matt. Rhymes with fat. Oh, sorry. I'm in a pretty good mood. I just left physical therapy, and my shoulder, believe it or not, is getting better. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Doing the exercises, and at first they killed me. Oh, it hurt. And then the first time I got the acupuncture, it was horrible. Absolutely. I mean, it didn't hurt, or except for a little pinch, putting the needles in. And then they hooked the electrical whatever to it. And so it shocked the deep tissue. Man, that wore me out. Oh, it put me out for like 2 days. I mean, it wore me out. My arm hurt. But it's getting a lot better now. I've now had the electrical acupuncture twice now. And I'm doing the exercises. And it's feeling pretty good. We had thunderstorms roll through the other day. And, of course, my shoulder was hurting during the thunderstorms, which it's arthritic. There's nothing I can do about that. Like a bottle of water. Here. No, I have a full bottle. Sorry. I'm at a red light. There's my full bottle. Sorry. The kid gets in here and kind of moves stuff. I love to keep water in the van. Yeah, doing the full movements and everything and the weights, and it's working. So I was ready to give this crap up after the first 2 weeks. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, all it's doing is making me hurt. But it's doing a lot better. So, but yeah, speaking of thunderstorms, from earlier this week where it made my shoulder hurt, which it's arthritic. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. It's a beautiful day and people were driving with the windows down. I would have my window down except for you. Yeah, you. You're the reason I don't have my window down. Okay? So that you can hear me. And guys, his window down, there's a chihuahua hanging out the window. So I love dogs. I love dogs more than I love people. You know, honestly. So, but back to On Point. With it being spring, and if you live in the lower central part of the country, well, now even to include the South, you know, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, you know, those areas. Heck, even parts of Florida. This time of year, it's beautiful, the weather's nice, but we get lots of storms. This time of year, we get a lot of flooding, which Nebraska and was it parts of Wisconsin are underwater. It's only going to get worse as the snow melts. You know, we get a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms. We had golf ball size hail just the other day in that thunderstorm that hurt my arm. And yeah, you have to be weather aware. You have to know where shelter is, always know how to get to shelter, you know, have a plan how to get to shelter. I mean, when you're out, you know, running errands and shopping, which my wife likes to go shopping when there's a threat of a tornado, and I had to almost drive straight into a tornado to go to Walmart, because I'm like, if the tornado hits Walmart, I don't want to be without my wife and kids. I want to be there for them. I don't want to have to dig through the rubble, which I would have been there digging through the rubble trying to get to my family. I'd rather be under the rubble with my family than digging through the rubble in search of my family. So, yeah, you have to know where the nearest shelter is, and just be weather aware. Okay, know that there's there's thunderstorms coming with a chance of tornadoes. Okay, know that, and also be attuned to your own body. If you're out there in a storm and the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up, you might want to, be aware. If you look up and there's no birds, you don't hear any birds chirping, that's because they left the area. Even during that thunderstorm when it was raining, there were birds in trees chirping. Yeah, you know that stuff. If you see all the dogs hiding or trying to get out of the backyard, or you're at your house and your dogs are freaking out, you might want to take precautions. Okay? When I was, 16 or 17, 16, 17, 18, right there in those 3 years, I was at home alone with my dog Sandy. Oh, beautiful. Part Chow, part Golden Retriever. Beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. And I love Sandy. Well, I'm trying to, there's a tornado coming, and I'm trying to get us into the center of the house, into a closet, and I have a radio, and I'm listening to the radio, and I, being the Okie I am, because I have it in my blood, I decided, hey, before I get in the closet, I'm going to look outside. So I open the door, look outside, and Sandy takes off. And she never would do that. I mean, she was the type of dog where I'd be out in my front yard washing my car, my baby blue 1977 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. I'd be outside washing it, and she would sit in the front yard. She would just sit in the front yard. I would take her on runs with me at DeLisi Park in Oklahoma City off 50th, right across the street from my high school. I'd take her on runs with me, and I'd grab her leash, and she knew what that meant, because in the park, you had to have your dog on a leash. She knew what that meant. She would go to the front door and wait for me as soon as I grabbed her leash, and I'd open the front door. She'd run to my car. I'd open the door and move the seat, because it was a two-door car. Move the seat so she'd get in the back seat. She'd jump into the back seat. We'd get to DeLisi, and I would get out of the car, open or move the back seat. She would jump out, and I'd sit there, retie my shoes, stretch and everything, and she's just sitting there waiting on me, and then I'd put the leash on her, and then we'd go running. So I never had to worry about her running off. Okay, since you're just going to sit there and chill on my blind spot. Dear Lord. She's going to hang out my blind spot. I slow down. She slows down. She's an Oklahoma State alumni. That's why. Yep, she has one of those tags that says Alumni Oklahoma State with that gaudy orange on it. Yeah. But yeah, she took off during the storm. So there's a tornado. It didn't hit my neighborhood, but it hit the neighborhood next to us, which is little, I lived in the Pines, and it just hit the neighborhood it was like less than a mile away. And here I am chasing my dog through the neighborhood because she's freaking out because of the tornado. So, yeah, that wasn't good. So your dogs know what's up. They know what's up with the what's up. So, yeah, they know what's going on. The birds know what's going on. Don't just pay attention to the weather guy. Also pay attention to your surroundings. Okay? Pay attention to the sky. The sky will be colors like a cute green and purple color. I've seen the sky before a tornado. Pay attention to that. But also, listen to the guy on the news. Even though in Oklahoma, if I perform my job and had the success rate they have, I'd be fired. Because they're only right about 20 to 30% of the time. So we were supposed to have a couple blizzards, and we just got a little bit of snow. Well, it didn't even get snow. It was like just a little bit of icing, and it was supposed to be like 2012 or the day after tomorrow. Yeah, it was supposed to be like the day after tomorrow, the movie, and it just wasn't it. I'm like, really? You had every school district in the state canceling because of the imminent weather, and it's like nothing. So, but yeah, just pay attention to that. I have a couple different weather apps on my phone I pay attention to, because if they're both saying something, then you might want to perk up. If only one's saying something, just be aware. So yeah, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of nature. Nature's been surviving this a lot longer than we have. A lot longer than humans have been here. Nature's been surviving. So they know what's going to happen. Ooh, Medieval Fair, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. I might go to it this year. I have a plastic, or not plastic, but like a rubber Viking helmet. I do have a metal, like Viking / medieval mask. I do have a kilt from my buddy Jane Burnett's wedding, him and Serenity. Congratulations, guys. You recently celebrated your 1-year anniversary. So, y'all better celebrate like 50 of them, because that was the first time I ever wore a kilt, and I got into a kilt just for y'all's wedding. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Medieval Fair this year, eat a giant turkey leg and drink some gruel or grog or whatever they call it, ale. So, but yeah, I digress. So, yeah, physical therapy works. Pay attention to your surroundings. Be weather aware. And not just in this part of the state I'm in, but, thunderstorms, flooding, lightning. Lightning will straight up kill you. I'm a little upset at my wife because she banned me in a previous video. We had a lightning storm and we're supposed to get 60 to 80 mile an hour winds. And I went outside with the selfie stick to film it for you guys. And she got mad at me and banned me from going out in hazardous weather to film. Yet during the thunderstorm we had the other night, she went outside and was taking pictures. So I'm a little upset with my wife, which means absolutely nothing. If a woman's upset with a man, it means something. If a man's upset with a woman, it means absolutely nothing in a marriage. Because you don't really want to say anything, because then it's like, well, let me tell you something. It's like, I'm sorry. You start apologizing for stuff you didn't even know you did. So, yeah. But, I love my wife. Oh, I love her more than anything. So, in the video yesterday about her murdering me, I didn't really think she was going to murder me, but just in case. Hey, yo, Green. So, yeah. Oh, but yeah, I'm in a good mood. It's a beautiful day. You know what I'm gonna do when I get home? I'm gonna straighten up the yard. Yeah. Grab the leaves out of the garden, pull the weeds that are already starting to sprout up. That is if my wife wants to. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm headed to another appointment, so I'm gonna let y'all go. And yeah, so bye.